honesty, I want you to tell me, if you are in this woman's position, what would you do? Let's go. So, there was this girl, let's call her Sarah. And Sarah have been dating this guy for 3 good years. This is the relationship that everybody really admired. It was so perfect. Like from the outlook, like the outside thing, it was something that everybody admired. They looked so perfect. Do you understand? So, Sarah knew very well that this guy is going to marry her. They were making future arrangements. So, Sarah had no choice to make up her mind. So something happened. The guy decided like to have some, started having some, should I say red flags? But the red flags, we should not just call it red flags. But let me tell you what the guy started doing. The guy started coming home late. And when a message comes into the phone, the guy would flip the phone upside down. And one day, something happened. A message came in when they were in the house. And so, Sarah, the beautiful girl, decided to ask this partner. Because, okay, let me just generalize this. Not because the guy, they were both into each other, Sarah decided to move in. Okay? Are we clear up there? They are now in the same house. So, Sarah realized that when a message comes in this guy's phone, he would flip the phone so that Sarah would not even suspect. So one day a message came in and it was so suspicious. Sarah saw the message first before the guy realized. Guess what kind of a message was that? It was like, when will you tell her that we have been together for all those time? When will you tell her? So Sarah is like asking him, who is this? Who is this asking? Who is this? Who is this that want me to know that you've been together? So the guy decided now to like ignore what Sarah asked. And then Sarah asked him again, who is this person? And then the guy is saying, it's just a friend. So Sarah could need to cool down because, this is a guy that she's planning to settle with. Okay. So the argument became more steamy, all that. And then the guy started telling her that he has been seeing this lady for 6 months. For 6 months. 6 months. And then he told her that it was a mistake, and he will never repeat that again, or blah 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 blah. So the question is, he started crying, asking for apology. And right now he's saying that was a mistake. She is the girl that he wants to marry. Remember, they have been making arrangements, long-term goals. They want to be together. But now, shit happened. He's here crying now, asking for forgiveness. It was a mistake. So the question is, let me ask you. The question is, Sarah has a huge decision to make. To forgive the guy or to leave the guy. So if you're in Sarah's decision to make, would you forgive this guy? Would you forgive this guy? You've been dating this guy for 3 years. And now he's now crying. He wants now to. He's just telling you that it was a mistake. Would you forgive this guy? Tell me in the comment section. Tell me, hi Ayub, welcome. I hope you heard the story. So please give me the views. If you're in this girl's position, that the guy has been cheating for 6 good months, would you forgive him? Your comments are welcomed. Tell me, what do you think? I know that's a huge decision to make for Sarah, because he's a guy he has been trusting for 3 good years, and then he's cheating for 6 months. So tell me guys. Okay, someone is saying 6 months is too long to call it a mistake. I actually understand that point. What do you guys think? To me, yeah, 6 months is a lot. It's a huge period. Like 6 months you've been seeing this guy behind her back. Behind her back. That's a long period, yeah. But then 6 months is what he calls a mistake. If you're in Sarah's position, what would you do? Yes, someone has just told us here that 6 months is too long to call it a mistake. For real, I would even say that. That's a long period. Like, this guy has been coming home late. Has been coming home late, texting while hiding so that nobody will see him that he's chatting. So tell me guys, just type and tell me, if you are in Sarah's position, would you forgive this guy now that he is crying here begging that it was a mistake? Would you forgive him? So welcome for the comment. I want to see the comments, because 3 years is not a joke. Dating for 3 years and then someone comes in, start cheating behind your back for how many months? 6 months. And this is a guy that you've been planning future with. The guy that you want to have kids with. The guy, not even the guy, the couple that everybody admires. So tell me, if you're in Sarah's position, would you forgive this guy? Gosh, 3 years. You've been dating this guy for 3 years. And then, when will you tell her about us? A message comes from nowhere. You've been trusting this guy. You know when ladies, not even ladies, I know sometimes when you have those instincts don't lie. We really trust our instincts. So when your instinct tells you that something is wrong, something is wrong. So that's Sarah. She's sensing these are not right. Where is my baby? Hiding the phone when the message comes in, receives night calls and walks out from the house, and then boom, you get the message. When are you going to tell her about us? Hey, comments, please. Drop the messages. Please tell me. For those who are joining right now, welcome. Welcome, guys. Tell me your views. If you are in Sarah's position, what would you do? The guy is crying, asking for forgiveness, and he's telling you that it was a mistake. So tell me, guys, what would you do? Yeah. What's it? I'm waiting. Leo, okay, Leo, thank you for the comment. Thank you so much. Ayub, welcome. So tell me, because I don't want to give you my idea or my general view on what I would like what I will do if I'm Sarah. I don't want to say it because that will be like I've already made a decision. Okay, this is Sarah. Been dating for 3 years. The best couple in that community or that society. Everybody is admiring. That couple. They look good together. And then boom, the guy starts cheating. And from nowhere, a message comes in saying, when will you tell her about us? I know it's not a laughing matter though, but this is a serious case. The funny thing is, he's crying, asking for forgiveness, telling you it was a mistake. Are you getting me? It was a mistake. So, Sarah has a huge decision to make. She has a huge decision to make because, this one might cost... Things may happen in the future. You never know. Things may happen in the future because they might go back to his behaviors. So if you are in Sarah's position, would you forgive this guy? Comments, please, please, please give me your views. Give me your comments. If you're in Sarah's position, what would you do? Today it's a story time. A story time. A relationship story time. So those who are joining, welcome. You're welcome. And please give us your views on what you think about Sarah. What would you do if you're in Sarah's position? What do you guys think? Tell me. So those who are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm still waiting for your comments. Today I'm giving you a story of, that's a relationship thing. I know it's been a while. I've not been coming. And today I'm here with a hot discussion. For those who are joining, I'll give you just a highlight. Sarah has been dating this guy for 3 good years. Okay? And everybody admired their relationship. They looked a good, like a perfect match. Okay? They had made long-term decisions that, I want to marry this girl, to be a good feeling whereby even ladies decide like, this guy is my perfect match. But then a message comes in. When are you going to tell her about us? I don't want to give you my views because it will be hot. It will be hot. It will be hot. So drop your comments. Welcome guys, welcome. I want to see your comments. If you're in Sarah's shoes, what would you do? What will you do? It doesn't matter whether it's a male or a female. Maybe let's just say it's a lady now. No, but this scenario is for Sarah. I don't want to change the positions. I just want you to come up with ideas. If you're in Sarah's position and the guy starts acting weird, coming home late, receiving night calls, flipping the phone when the message comes or even a call comes, that's a shock anyway. That's a shock. When will you tell her about us? Man, that's heartbreaking. And then all of a sudden, the guy starts crying, asking for forgiveness. Why are you crying? Anyway, I don't want to give you my point of view. I don't want to give it to you. But anyway, guys, keep on joining. Thank you. So tell me, would you forgive this guy? Or you just said that now it was a dating, I'll just cut it short. You know, you're not yet married. This is a couple now. They are trying to create future together. They are saying like, okay, you know, we wanna get married. You've already made your mind that this is the guy you wanna marry, or you want to get married to. Now this is a scenario. So tell me, what would you do if you're in Sarah's shoes? Because you are both living in the same shelter, like in the same room. Then now you have been suspecting this guy, like, you know, he has been acting weird. And that's why I keep on saying that you should not ignore red flags in a relationship. Okay? When a message comes in and a feature, instincts will never lie. They'll never lie. Imagine 3 good years. 3 good years you've been with this person. And then, now because you've been good to each other, you decide to move in. So that you know you can read each other's pages, you know. And then boom. When are you going to tell her about us? I know this thing is until it happens to you. That's when you'll be able to know that you better break up in a relationship than in a marriage. So this thing is I just praise it because it's hot. It's hard. I don't know whether narcissists do this stuff. But before I tell you what I would do if I'm in Sarah's position, I want to hear from you. And for those who are joining right now, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Okay? And then you tell me your views. What would you do if you're in Sarah's position? So So guys, write them down. I'm gonna read them out before I go. Mm-hmm. Ayub. How about you, Ayub? I decided to give you a story. Mm-hmm. Hi, Wanjiko. Ayub Wanjiko. You're welcome. Hi, Leo. Thanks so much for the comment you dropped. It's a good way to show that you are listening to what I was saying. It's a hot thing. I just like how Leo said 6 months is too long to call it a mistake. Hmm? 6 months, you've been going out, dates with this person for 6 good months, and then he comes in and says it was a mistake? Man, shut up. And I don't want to come with it. If if I was in Sarah's position, I'll drop it there. Mm-hmm. I'll drop later, not now, until you tell me your views. If you're in this scenario, what would you do? Yeah, sometimes I can be a storyteller. Not all the time, but once I get a little time, I can be a storyteller. And here I am, giving you a relationship problem for you to give us your views. You know? So guys, drop the comments. Tell me, if you're in Sarah's position, what would you do? Make sure you subscribe. Unjiro units.